Alrighty, we have a power amp from a Rhodes Mark II suitcase, 1982 vintage. The complaint is that we have no sound whatsoever, so you know, we're checking things out. One of the things you want to check is the AC line fuse. Believe it or not, some people miss that. And if you find something, it's supposed to be a 3 amp slow, and if you find something really large in there, that may result in other problems as well. And the second item you want to check is the speaker fuses. Believe it or not, some of them can blow. That one's good, and that one's good. Can blow even though they don't look like they are. And the third item you want to check is the condition of your shorting jacks here, because they can have problems. And the earphone jack down below, this is an older style earphone jack. You want to make sure that it's making contact. I've had one channel that wouldn't operate because of a jack like that, and it wasn't so obvious at first glance. And then you want to check for any other components that might be, you know, burned resistors, other things like that. I don't see any at the moment on this one. And this is a real old set of capacitors on the plus and minus 15 volt regulator board. They're eventually going to be changed for safety reasons. We're going to turn this on, and assuming it passes the smoke test, what you want to do is you want to go from here to here and see what your voltage are. That one is minus 29. And this one is plus 29. So we're in the ballpark. The main voltage is coming in. The obvious that you want to do in something like this is also check the plus and minus 15. And in case of the 7815, that lead there reads 1499. And that one there reads minus 1495. So those are producing voltage that is used by the preamp itself. You want to check some connections up here on the Canon connector. Believe it or not, I've had carefully broken wires that prevented the preamp from running. This looks like it's receiving most of its voltages at the present time, and so what we're going to do is we're going to shut it down momentarily, and then we're going to attach a speaker to it and an audio generator to see if the amplifier has. These are the actual amplifier drivers. The power transistors are mounted on the heatsink itself, but we're going to see if this thing is producing any output at all. It's possible that there's another problem. Alright, we're going to first... Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to go to ground, which is this end. And then we're going to go to the other side of the fuse, which is this end. And we're going to turn the unit on. We don't hear any hum or anything else. We're going to apply a signal generator to the between the ground, which is on that jack right there. We're having an intermittent situation, so that makes us wonder what's happening. There we go. That's an indication that the jack is not doing well. And that's intermittent, all right. We're putting sine wave on that channel. Now we're going to switch to the other channel. Alright, it seems like we have output. We're going to check and see if the problem is distortion related. Occasionally you have a an output transistor or something that is just not cooperative. We're going to go between ground and the output of the channel, and so therefore we'll look. This is not, I should be getting an output. I was getting an output. Alrighty, let's see, this is going to the top amp. All right, we have an output that's not returning, and what we're going to do is we're going to first make sure that we have ample signal. In this particular instance, that means changing the battery in our generator, because it's low and showing a low battery. And then we're going to check the amplifier itself a little more closely at the board level. Alrighty, so we have the input here, and that is the input to the amplifier. It's not producing any noise, and therefore we must conclude there is a problem. We're going to go to the other channel, just back to the other channel for a moment. See, I'm not getting anything at all. Normally there'd be a hum when I get to that. This seems to be a problem with the amplifier, and the next step would be to check the boards and see if any of the runs have cracks or breaks in the runs. So we're going to shut the unit down, and then we're going to wait for the power supply to dissipate.